Hey, how's it going? This is Amy. Welcome back. And if you're new, welcome to this is Book Talk Tuesday. And surprise, we're recording it on Tuesday. But yeah. Ooh, it was a warm weekend here. And the hurricane, um, I forgot the name of the hurricane. Anyway, Helene. Is it Helene or Helen? Anyway, it doesn't matter. Boy, that was a doozy. Gosh, that was terrible. And another one supposedly coming over in the Floridas. And if you don't know, there was a big hurricane that went through there and a lot of destruction, a lot of flooding. It's terrible. I noticed I watched a booktuber today that lives in, I think she recorded the other day. She lives in South Carolina. Her name's Mitzi. I forgot I will link down below in the description box her link for the video I saw today. She talks a little bit about her area, the hurricane. Well, she talks about the book she read in September, obviously. But yeah, so prayers for Mitzi and all the other people that live in the area that's been affected. Yeah, she's in South Carolina. So where she hit, she didn't expect it. And then she woke up, I don't know, the next day and found out all the destruction that happened around her on her street. Thankfully, they're okay, and some trees fell, and I think her fence fell down. But she's in an area. She says they don't expect to get her. They get maybe flooding or winds, but not actual hurricane damage, and they did. So anywho, just prayers to all those people out there, and brace yourself because it looks like another hurricane's coming right up the middle of the alley there in Florida, or crossways, not long ways. Um, yeah, hopefully everybody's well and they can get out of the area if they need to. And that one's Milton, I think they're calling it. But yeah, we don't have anything like that here. We have some heat. Hopefully today will be the last of the hundreds. It's going to go down to, I don't know if it's going to be low 90s, but let's do the weather update. Weather update. So that was weather update for the hurricane that's on the East Coast, the south. Today here, I think it said it was going to be 100. So the other day it was supposed to be or a few days ago, it had 101s or 102. It didn't. It's been like in the 100, 101 for the last 3 or 4 days. Yesterday it said it was 100. Today it's supposed to be 99. Okay, because earlier it said it was going to be 100, but I'm cool with 99. Well, not really. I'm not cool with 99. Anyway, after today, Wednesday says 90, which would be a good little relief. And then it's going to go down to 86, 85, 83 on Sunday, and then 85. And then the next week, Monday into Monday, the next week, I think it's going to be high mid 80s for the rest. Well, I can't say for the rest of the month. I only have through the 17th. So, yeah, I'm bye 100s. Lord. Let's see, Sunday 83. And we got Tuesday the 15th says 81. I did have a showing high mid 70s at one point, but I don't know. And then I have through Tuesday the 22nd, which says it's 81 degrees. I still have no rain. Did Probably not. But yeah, most of October's still warm. I'm waiting for the cool spell. But anyway, that's a short weather update. Prayers out to you guys with the hurricane issues, damage, loss. That's terrible. Um, okay, that's a weather update. It was short and sweet. Maybe not sweet. Maybe hot weather is not sweet for fall. Okay, so today's Book Talk Tuesday is we're going to do a short reading update. A short reading update, and I did go to the library on Saturday for the library book sale. Man, I think there's a mosquito. Yeah, I got a bag of books. So you pay $5, you can fill up, they give you the bag. It's a plastic bag like they get donated from, this one said grocery outlet, I think, on it. But I'll pop up a picture if I can, and I will just say that I got a bag full of books for $5, and I think it was 16 books. I want to say it was 16 books. I got some hardback, I got some paperback. They all fit in the bag. At first, the lady says, "Oh, you can just go look around. You don't have to get the bag right now," because she goes, "If you don't, can't find enough for like $5," she goes, "It's 50 cents." 50 cents each book if you don't do the $5 bag. And I'm like, "Oh, okay, cool." So I looked around for a little bit, like a few 5 minutes or so, and I was like, I don't think I'm going to find anything. And then all of a sudden, I don't know, I browsed like the aisles a couple of times, and then it's like I just started finding books that I wanted. And yeah. And then after that, I did go to Goodwill and I found some more books. Um, but that will be in my book haul video that I will do at the beginning of November. So what I'm doing with my book hauls and unhauls, if I have any more, I do have a few books to unhaul. I haven't done a video on. I'm not sure if I think I'm done doing videos for unhauls because they're just randomly. I don't think they'll be very interesting. So the beginning of November, I will have a book haul video, and that's all the books that I'll have hauled in October. And so far, the beginning of October, this first weekend, I have hauled a lot. So I think I got 16 books from the library sale, and I think I got 12. No, that can't be. Yes, that can't be right. Might be 12 from um Goodwill. And two of those are I found some recipe books, which are really cool. I'm really excited about those. They're not the little magazine recipe books either. These are and they're like a brand, I guess, from a show and then a brand. So those are fun. So I got my coffee. Oh, show and tell. Show and tell. I have some show and tell. So I have my coffee here, iced coffee today, and it's a Starbucks salted caramel. What is it? Oh, shoot. Oh, crap. Oh, shoots. Oh, man. We got to pause. We just had a spill on aisle 12. Okay. That was. Mm, I was going to do some show and tell. I am. But huh, yeah, I can't do anything organized without some kind of mishap. I'm going to show you these sprinkles I got last year that I still have left over that I use for my my coffee or cocoa. They are little um, flavored hot cocoa toppers. And this one is a salted caramel, little sprinkles. They have little marshmallows and it has these little tops. They're kind of well, maybe they're just collectible for me. I don't know. There's sprinkles in there, little marshmallowy things. Top wasn't on very good on one of these, and I knocked it off and I spilt sprinkles on my floor. Damn it. Anyway, so I just cleaned most of them up. I'm going to have to go over with a wet paper towel and make sure I get them because they got the little tiny ball sprinkles in there, and those just roll everywhere. My God, this is the pumpkin sprinkle mix. This is just what spilt on my floor. Yeah, these this one's got, I'm gonna be finding little leaf sprinkles and pumpkins. This has got leaves and pumpkins. Anyway, there's sprinkles for your drinks. And I just made a big mess. Moving on. What I reached over for, and I was talking about what coffee I have, the Starbucks salted caramel. Let's try this again, Amy, without spilling everything. Uh, the salted caramel mocha. So I forgot about this. We were cleaning out the under the cabinet because I was organizing some of my coffee. I was gonna get some more coffee at Walmart, and then I decided not to because I knew I had some ground coffee I needed to use because I was going to get some more pods, but I thought I'm not going to get any more pods because I need to use this ground coffee. So my mom was down there looking, cleaning, and she found some coffee that I had from last year that I totally forgot I had, which is a cool surprise because I was like, "Oh, yeah, I forgot I got that." And now I'm like, "Oh, I wanna go this year to get another pack." So I'll forget about it and I'll have it next year. But this is the limited? It's turning out like a Monday and it's Tuesday. That is just frickin' bad. Anyway, get over it. Limited edition Starbucks salted caramel mocha. Yeah. That's what I have in my cup I made, and I've had it in I made up my coffee, and then when I have the leftover, I pour it in a pitcher and I put it in the fridge so I have coffee for the next day. Either I could warm up or I usually just do an iced coffee with it, so mhm. My vanilla caramel, creamer, and I have my cold foam caramel macchiato cold foam. But yeah, I found this that I got last year and I liked it. It's so when you open it up, you can smell the caramel smell and a little bit of the mocha, but this is really cool. It was a limited edition, and when I was at um Walmart the other day, I looked on the shelf to see, and they had this and the that I've been fall blend I've been using. And that's a limited edition too. It only comes out in fall. I found another bag. It's partially, these are partially used, but I found another because I wanted to get another bag at the store when I went, but then we found this. And so I was like, oh, cool. I don't have to buy another one right now. So that's great. But it's the Starbucks Fall Blend. Oh, and this one says it has notes of spice and toasted chestnuts. And the other one was salted caramel mocha, flavored ground coffee with other natural flavors. Okay. Chocolatey and rich caramel notes. So again, salted caramel. Yeah. So that's great. It's at least, this one's over half a bag full. Obviously I didn't use, this is over half a bag too. These are smaller bags. These are 10 and 11 ounce bags. Anyway, so then when we were looking, I have a one that I got, I had one last year. I got a new one. I forgot I had got a new bag. So every year for years, I think since they had put this out. I don't know how many years they've put this out. But I get the Starbucks holiday blend around for the Christmas holidays and thereafter. It's a limited edition. Usually you get a bigger bag. You can find it Sam's Club. In the last few years, I've been getting the big bag, which is 35 ounces of, they have the ground. I don't know if they have the whole beans and they have the pods, the K-cup pods. But, so I had this, I knew I had this. I'd used it a little bit actually already this year or this season, fall season, the holiday blend. And it's a limited edition and, I don't know. I've been getting quite a while. It says notes of sweet maple and herbs. I don't know. I like it. It's a ground 100% Arabica coffee, medium roast. I really like this one. And when we were down there, when I was cleaning out my coffee, I have this coffee basket under the counter. Um, I had a whole new bag of this unopened. So I'm good for the holiday blend, but I like to keep, I think I want to keep a bag ahead. So just in case we just have one of those years that you're just running through coffee, like, you know what. Um, Anywho, put my sprinkles back to make sure I don't drop them. Oh man, that was a disaster. But yeah, I put these little sprinkles on the coffee. I didn't do it today. I did it the other day. Uh, I still have some of my Spirit of 76 Black Rifle. So yeah, I'm still good with Black Rifle. That's such a good coffee. I love the company. And let's get to, that's enough for show and tell. Book Talk Tuesday. Reading update. This is our reading update for Tuesday, October 8th. It's October 8th already, people. I I haven't even made a baked good yet. And I thought I was going to do it in September, but I'm sorry. You know, I just am not in the mood to bake things when it's like 100 plus degrees outside. It's just not happening. Mm. And yeah. So this was brought to you by Starbucks flavored limited edition holiday coffees. Not paid. An unpaid brought to you by. There you go. You're welcome. Yeah, so right now it says I'm reading currently 7 books, which is true. I just some of them I'm kind of paused on, but yeah, I just last night I had got from the library haul I picked up. There was a few books I thought I would read the first chapter of a few because I noticed some other booktubers were doing that too, and I thought that's interesting. That's a good idea to see if you're going to get a how this book's going to go. Maybe in the first chapter or even the first probably opening line. A lot of times is good for me. I'm such a mood reader. It's like, well, I may not be in the mood to read that right now, but I got a little stack of books. I got about I think there's two in transit, and I have about 3 or 4 on hold at the library still that I'm waiting for. And then I have some of my October reads on my TBR that I have. I've kind of went through and put them on the back burner for maybe another time, just because I have so many books I put on my possibilities list that yeah. But anyway, I'm still reading. Hopefully, I just been busy and tired, and then I had like this neck muscle thing the last few days, like strain. I don't know how I got it. I woke up and I was stiff. Yeah, getting older. You just wake up and things fall off or they get stiff and they're they're numb. I don't know. It's happening more often. But I'm currently reading Razor Blade Tears. Really loving this book. I really am. It's a story about these 2 dads who go off and try to find who killed their 2 sons who were married to each other. And one father's black and one father's white. And it's set in Virginia. And the boys they also had a little girl who is she's 3, 4, 5, 6, something like that. She's a little girl. Anyway, who one of the fathers and his wife is now raising. But these fathers get together and they're going to go find out who killed their sons and well, why. So they're on this mission, and they both of the fathers did prison time. And were connected with or to was in s- some kind of gang or club or whatever, somehow have connections to those things. And yeah, so they've did these fathers have did prison time, and they've the hard men, and they're going to find out who killed their boys. But yeah, I am over halfway through. I wanted to finish this weekend and I didn't. um had to go to that library sale. But I will say I did find another. This is S.A. Cosby. I did find another paperback S.A. Cosby at the library. That's a little sneak peek. So I am chapter 31, 203 pages in, and this book is mm, this book is 319 pages. So I'm at 203. Hoping I can finish it today. I really am. I really got to get through these books because I don't want to give them back. I did end up giving 2 books back to the library that I didn't quite get to. I didn't get to them yet. I thought I'll try it another time. One was I've checked it out so many times. I thought I'm not getting to it yet. Send it back and try it another time. That was Koki, A Life Well Lived. I really wanted to read that, but I got other books on my plate. And um I don't know where the hours go in the day, but they go by fast, as everybody else knows that. And the other one I sent back was or took back to the library before I got to read it was The Man Who Died Twice. It was the second one in the Thursday Murder Club. Um, I did purchase in my last book haul the first one in the Thursday Murder Club because I I actually enjoyed that series, and I want to read the others, but right now I have other ones that are more of I decided was more of a priority for my October possibilities list. So, that being said, one of the ones I didn't get the whole I don't think I got to the whole chapter. Did I? No, I just read the first 14 pages of Clown in a Cornfield. Now, this is a young adult horror. And if you can see in the, there's like a cornfield that has a clown face in it. So this is a young adult horror, which I heard from another booktuber. So I decided I got it from my library, and actually it's a trilogy, or at least right now it's a trilogy. They have 3 books. So I have the other 2 books, Clown in a Cornfield 2 and 3. I have on hold at the library, and actually they're in transit. Hopefully I might get them this week, if not early next week. But yeah, so I read the first 14 pages, which was the wasn't the first chapter, it was the prologue. And I'm enjoying it. It starts out it's a bunch of teenagers in this small town in where is the town? It is in Kettle Springs. I don't know if that's a real town. Like, for some reason I want to say Missouri. Um but it doesn't really matter. It's just a small town. And this girl, Quinn, and her father just moved to this small town. And what happens, there's this killer. So the mascot of this high school is a clown. Which, why would you do that? Why would you do that? The school board needs to be fired. Whoever came up with that. That is bad waiting to happen. Wouldn't you say? Anyway, Uh, so there's a clown that goes on a murderous rampage, apparently, from what I understand. And in the beginning, these teenagers are hanging out at this reservoir area, and there's one of the kids, uh, teenagers, is he has a YouTube, I guess, and they're filming him, and he's jump. There's like these high cliff rock areas, and they're jumping off and jumping into the reservoir, and he's filming himself and blah blah blah. And so an accident happens, and one of the teenagers that jumps off um ends up dying, hits her head, and she dies. And so that's the beginning of where this story has taken off. So that's real interesting to me. um I'm really wanting to get to this like right away because it is October, spooky October. And I am doing the spooky seasonal challenge that was started by Covers with Cassidy. Covers with Cassidy. Yeah, I haven't. I had my previous video that I talked about my spooky seasonal challenge books that I wanted to read, and this was one of them. But yeah, so I want to hurry up and finish the Razorblade Tears so I can get to this because this sounds fun and maybe not too scary because it's a young adult. But I don't know. I haven't read a young adult before that I know of, but this might be not too scary, kind of scary, but not too scary. I don't know. We'll see. I did read some at night last night, so not that bad. And another one I got from the library was this is a new one, a new release this year. I'm not sure exactly when. It was recently, the summer maybe. Is Chuck Tingle's Bury Your Gaze. I've heard a lot of good things about this one. It's supposed to be it's the guy who wrote Camp Damascus. I did not read that one yet, but this is supposed to be really interesting. This one is also on my spooky seasonal challenge, one of my reads. But so I didn't get to the first chapter. I was tired. I was tired. I did get some. I got to the first 12 pages. These chapters were a little longer than I expected. but I think this is set in the 90s, maybe. I'm not sure if it goes back and forth, maybe. I'm not, yeah. But it's a guy named Misha, and he works in movie making. I think he's a writer, and he is nominated. Where this opens up, he's been nominated for an Oscar, and says the executives at the studio um, and the executives at the studio for his long-running streaming series known yeah, let's back up. That doesn't make any sense whatsoever, Amy. But finally, after years of trying to make it, his big moment is here. An Oscar nomination, and the executives at the studio for his long-running streaming series know just the thing to kick his career in the next level. Kill off the gay characters for the in parentheses for the algorithm in the upcoming season finale. That's not nice. He refuses, but soon realizes that he's just put a target on his back. And what's worse, monsters from his horror movie days are stalking him and his friends through the hills above Los Angeles. Haunted by his past, Misha must risk his entire future before the silver screen horrors find a way to bury him for good. So that sounded really interesting. But yeah, so that opens up. He's driving to the studio. He's actually at the gates at the studio, and he's thinking he has a meeting with some executive, and he's not sure what the meeting's about, but normally he doesn't have to come in for meeting. He'll just say, yeah, do this or don't do that. And he hates going to the, I guess, studio for the meetings. And so and he has a best friend who is like a tech person at the studio, and he had ran into her, not literally, but just he was walking to his meeting and he seen her name is that it was it's funny because I thought it was in Razorblade Tears, one of the characters that's names is in there is Tangerine. It's a it's a character that the two fathers are looking for to find out information from, and her name is Tangerine. And I feel like in this one, I came across a name, and I think the name was Tangerine also. I don't, maybe not. That's what I'm looking for. Uh, where was it? It was right at the beginning too. Oh no, I don't know why it's a T name. Sorry, Tara. Not even close. Tara. It's a T name. Anyway, so yeah, so I'm just starting this. He's just now having this meeting, so there's not really any, exciting moments right now. He did see this, although he did see this cutout while he was waiting in his car to get through the gate. The security gate guard, he saw this cutout of this cartoon character that he watched as a kid. There was a large cutout that was standing in this field that was off to the side of the studio entrance or whatever, and it was called, this is making no sense probably, Chucky the Woodchuck. It was a cardboard depiction of Chucky the Woodchuck in his early days, stark black and white with a distinctive vintage design. He doesn't have his gloves yet, and his divergent eyes are much wider than the modern version. Anyway, that's just a little excerpt. It says Chucky is holding a bicycle horn in one hand. Anyway, and then while he's in his car, he swears he hears this horn. And anyway, I feel like it's it's a human-sized rendering of Chucky the Woodchuck. This is in the field, and then he thinks, or he thought for a moment that his eyes was the woodchuck was eyes was following him. And then when he looked back, when he was going through the gate, like the woodchuck wasn't there anymore. So I have a feeling this woodchuck has something to do with this storyline. Only in Hollywood, people. Anyway, that one. Yeah. Oh, and that one's not very. That one. This isn't a very big book. Um, this is neither was the Clown in the Cornfield. This is only 290 93 pages. So it's a shorter one for me. And then I picked up from the library, I had on hold. Oh yeah, I'm still reading Karen Slaughter's Undone. I haven't, yeah, I'm on chapter 3, but I rechecked it out from the library. This version they gave me was paperback. I also had the ebook on my Libby app, but I sent that back and I'm going to just read the hardback. And then I did read a few pages into this cozy mystery, The Apple Cider Slaying, that I want to get to. It's a cider shop mystery by Julie Ann Lindsay. It's not a very big one either. It's like, I say that, and people that don't read usually over 300 pages, they're like, "Oh, that's huge." Yeah, it's not. And this one has a few recipes in the back, so that's cool. This is an apple farm, or a farm in where was this one? I want to say this was Virginia too. I don't know. All these things are. It's in the autumn in the Blue Ridge Mountains, and they have a little orchard, and they sell berries and things. And this gal lives with her granny, Granny Smythe, and this is Granny's orchard, Smythe Orchard. And she's trying to find a way to get Granny financially some more money through her sales um, after the holidays. So they're putting on this like Christmas. They're trying to get like a Christmas sales for some like cider they've made from their apple orchard, and just some different things that are after technically the fall, but can get the Christmassy shoppers to their farm and get some more income. And so what happens is that Granny has a arch nemesis. Um, I don't know how old Granny is right now, but her arch nemesis, uh, and just in West Virginia. Yeah, I got a theme going on with these Virginia stories. Um, where is the Nadine Cooper? Granny's long-term grudge-holding nemesis is found lodged in the apple press. Apple cider slaying. And then around us, probably like an hour and half, maybe 2 hours away, we have this place called Apple Hill. It's starts usually in September, and it's just like all these along the road, these different farms. They have um not just apples, they have other things, but there's a up in the little bit of a, if you go couple hours to the mountains in another direction. Um, there's this place called Apple Hill, and it's a lot of farms along the way. And one of them, I think the main big one, the big farm that a lot of gets a lot of tourist traffic is Boa Orchards, I think. I'm not sure if that's the one. Anyway, you can Google that. Yeah, they sell, you can get bushels, barrels of apples, or they sell cider. They have a craft barn. They have people there selling their crafts. It's not just crafts from like this farm. It's like they have craft booths where people can come and sell their stuff. And anyway, that's a good time. We haven't been there in a few years, but we really loved going to Apple Hill. And yeah, so this reminds me a smaller version of Apple Hill, I think. But yeah, so I started that. I got to Apple Cider Slaying. I got to page 8. Um, and we're just setting up for this chapter 1. Setting up for when they find this lady, Granny's nemesis, dead. She has a bunch of visitor tourists coming in, and she gives them a tour on the hayride and all that stuff. But this one I haven't started yet. I've been waiting. I think I'm going to try to finish, because I think this is due back at the library before Cold Clay, Juno Black, Cold Clay. So I'm gonna try to finish this, and then we'll get on to this. And this is the second one in the Shady Hollow series. I really like the first one. I'm hoping this one is about, it's autumn in Shady Hollow, and the residents are looking forward to harvest feast. But then a rabbit discovers a grisly crop, the bones of a moose. Soon, the owner of Joe's Mug is pulled from the coffee shop and questioned by the police about the night his wife walked out of his life and Shady Hollow forever. Mm. Okay. Yeah. Cold clay. Apple cider slade. And this, Karen Slaughter's Undone. Yeah. This is a Will Trent. This is number 3 in the Will Trent series. I really like, and I really like the TV show. Um, and so these ones I got from the library. Haven't started anything yet. This one, I have Practical Magic on hold at the library, and it might be a long wait, but I found out there's two prequels to that. Alice Hoffman, she's written a lot of different, some other things too, but she wrote Practical Magic. I have the movie. I really enjoy that movie, and so I wanted to get the book and read the book this fall season, and also I got the another one of the prequels is Magic Lessons, the prequel to Practical Magic, it says, by Alice Hoffman. So, really excited to read this one. And this is about their last name is the Owens in Practical Magic. It's the Owens bloodline. It says, where does the story of the Owens bloodline begin? With Maria Owens in the 1600s when she is abandoned in a snowy field in rural England as a baby. Under the care of Hannah Owens, Maria learns about the nameless art. Hannah recognizes that Maria has a gift and she teaches the girl all she knows. It is here that she learns her first important lesson: always love someone who will love you back. When Maria is betrayed by the man who once declared his love for her, she follows him to Salem, Massachusetts. Here, she evokes the curse that will haunt her family, and it is here that she learns that the rules of magic and the lesson she will carry with her for the rest of her life. Love is the only thing that matters. Magic Lesson is a celebration of life and love and the showcase of Alice Hoffman's masterful storytelling. So this is Magic Lessons, and then the other one is called Rules of Magic, and I think I have it on hold at the library also, but I might have one of these I also have the audio for. And I think the Rules of Magic I have the audio for. Um, so we'll see if we can get to these this fall. I really, so this is kind of the prequel is set in the Salem, and we're going to assume there's witch trials coming up in this. But yeah, so that's this I just got from the library. Oh, I shouldn't have shown you that. Oh well, what are you going to do? Know where my library's at? And then this is I think I talked about these other two, but this one or these three. It was available and I picked it up. It's by Grady Hendrix, and I had not heard of this one by somebody put tape on there. Maybe it was ripped. Um, I haven't heard of this Grady Hendrix book, so I thought, oh, I'll give it a try. We Sold Our Souls, and this is about some kind of heavy metal rock band. I'm not into I am not into heavy metal. But anyway, um I guess the band breaks up and dark things happen. That is only this is sprayed edges. Um, it's just red inside, just red inside. And I haven't read any of this, so that's all. That's all. I just read Grady Hendrix's Horror Store. Loved it. So when I was Googling some other things to see if there was something out there that I hadn't, this came up. This is funny. I don't know what this is. This is at the end. This is like one of the last pages. And it's just red on the back, and yeah. So this is a horror, and it's about a heavy metal rock band, which I'm not into heavy metal. I'm I'm not going to be listening to heavy metal when I read this. I'm more of a classical kind of gal. And this one, and I got the book, came in, is Such a Bad Influence, but it's a new one. A new author. I think she's a new author for me. Olivia Munter. Such a Bad Influence. This is a new one that came out this year. I read it online. I think it's, oh, what is that? An advertisement. And this is a library book. This isn't the new one I bought. Um, Los Jarritos. Okay. Comida Mexicana of the highest quality. Food. It's a Mexican restaurant. Tacos, burritos, soups, mole poblano. Oh, pan dulce, palintas, fresh squeezed juice. This is in Sacramento. Somebody left their Los Jarritos. Well, if I'm ever in town, Los Jarritos, I will come and try your Mexican food. This is of the highest quality, served quick and fresh. Probably like a taqueria, I guess, which is like you can Google it. I don't know how to explain a taqueria. I'm like a deli, but not a deli. It's like Mexican food. It's you could usually have sit down spots in there, but it's not like a restaurant. Um, fast food, I guess. I don't know. I don't know how to explain it. I'll keep that little. It's got something messed up on top. I don't know if I want to keep it with my other cards. Anyway, thank you, thank you, whoever left that. Um, Olivia Munter. Such a bad influence. So this book is about, from what I read in the about it when I came across it was, um, well, let's just read a little bit. Hazel Davis is drifting. She's stalled in her career, living in a city she hates, and less successful than her younger sister, at Evelyn, a mega popular lifestyle influencer. So this is like social media story esque thingy going on, which was interesting to me because I haven't really read a lot of stories with social media. So it says Evie came of age online, having gone viral at 5 years old for a heart tugging daddy daughter dance. 10 years older and the spotlight averse Hazel managed to dodge the family's YouTube channel. So although she can barely afford her apartment, at least she made her own way. Evie is 18 now with a multi-million dollar career, and that's Hazel, the sister. So Evie is the social media influencer, and she's 18 with a multi-million dollar career and unlimited opportunities. But Hazel is still protective of her little sister and skeptical of the way everyone seems to want a piece of her. Evie's followers, her YouTuber boyfriend, and influencer frenemies, isn't that terrible? And their opportunistic mother. So when Evie disappears one day during an unsettling live stream that cut out mid sentence, Hazel is horrified to have her worst instincts proven right. Luckily, I can see behind me, so I'm not live streaming either. But anyway, as theories about Evie's disappearance tear through the internet, is inspiring hashtags, Reddit threads, podcast episodes, and scorn, Hazel throws herself into the darkest parts of her sister's world to untangle the threads of truth. After all, Hazel knows Evie better than anyone else, doesn't she? A propulsive and razor sharp debut, Such a Bad Influence, dissects our cultural obsession with internet fame. And here we are on Book Talk on YouTube, reading about social media, YouTube, a character that disappeared. I'm not, I'm, I'm low risk. The allure of parasocial relationships and what it means to connect authentically at any cost. Yeah, that's not me. And I'm sure most of the people I see out there on my YouTube booktubers were good. I don't, I just, I'm not ever wanting to be at that social media level. I just have Facebook. It's private to friends and family, and I don't expect to be connecting it. I do have my crafty monkeys for my crafts, but, um, as far as there's probably not going to be I say probably, I could change my mind at 85, but social media, like, I know a lot of people do Instagram and TikTok and Tweety Bird and uh yeah, I can't handle all that. That's too much. So you're probably not going to see for my book talk Instagram or Facebook. I can't handle it's too much. I got YouTube and Facebook. I do have Instagram account, but I'm hardly ever there. My sister sends me pictures through there, and then she has to text me to tell me that she sent me a picture to look at on that. yeah, that's how it goes. But anyway, so this looked interesting just with the social media aspect, and that's all here now. But let's see. And then this last one, I tried to get it. I got it last year, and I thought I was going to read it, and I didn't. And so I thought, oh, it's a good time to pick it up again this year and see if we get to it. It's Grady Hendrix again. I've been having a Grady Hendrix and Riley Sager like summer fall vibes going on. And this is How to Sell a Haunted House. I've heard really good things about this one. Um, yeah. And a lot of people have enjoyed it. Excuse me. Um, and it's the spooky season, and I heard it's maybe not too spooky. And because I've read other Grady Hendrix and the horror or the spookiness, it's not over my level of horror like that's would linger in the back of my mind. Um the characters are good linger, like you enjoyed it, but it doesn't like linger too long that you're haunted by it. But hopefully this is okay. It's a bigger book, and this is I really enjoy Grady Hendrix too. He's a good writer. I don't know what's on the back here. Something I don't know what's going on. I don't know how many pages this is, but there's things I think it's a spoiler at the end for me. Looks like 413 pages. It's a bigger book. But yeah, so I'm interested to get to this. And this one I don't really know a lot about except for people are trying to sell this house and it's haunted, I think. Um, so Louise finds out her parents have died. She dreads going home. She doesn't want to leave her daughter with her ex and fly to Charleston. She doesn't want to deal with her family home, stuffed to the rafters with remnants of her father's academic career and her mother's lifelong obsession with puppets and dolls. Okay, there you go. Spooky. Haunted house, puppets and dolls. It might be too scary. Anyway, so that is, and I still have House Across the Lake I haven't got to, Riley Sager. I did send back, uh, I had it on audio and I wasn't going to get to it soon. I knew it. So I went on the Libby app. I had Lock Every Door. I started it a little bit, but I didn't really get to it. So I sent it back and I re-put it on another hold on the Libby app. It's going to be um, probably quite a few weeks, but that's okay. I got my hands full here in October and probably November and December and January and February. Yeah, no. Hopefully it won't be that long. But yeah, so that one I sent back to was Lock Every Door. But I plan on getting those. I plan on getting that back, and the ones I sent back to the library that I didn't read, I still have. I keeping a little note to make sure maybe after the beginning of this next year, I will recheck those out if I haven't found them at the library sale or Goodwill. But anywho, so that is my reading update, and everything's going well. I finished a couple, I think 3 books, so maybe Thursday for Book Talk Thursday, I will do a reading wrap up for the books I've finished, which was let me get out my handy dandy planner. I finished, yeah. What did you finish, Amy? I don't know. I don't know what I finished for September. I hopefully have Razor Blade Tears on that list too. I finished that I haven't reviewed. Fresh Brewed Murder, Charlotte's Web, yeah, and maybe Razor Blade Tears. Those ones I haven't finished Razor. I'm almost done. But uh Fresh Brewed Murder and Charlotte's Web. Charlotte's Web I listened to the audio. But yeah, so thanks for stopping by. I hope you have a good rest of your week. Today I will be making um sorry, personal problems of mm, okay, just not going right. Um yes, today for our dinner I'll be making green chili how do I want to say this? creamy green chili chicken enchiladas. Those are one of our faves around here with some rice, and then the rice is rice-a-roni, Spanish rice, and maybe some refried beans. I don't know, probably not refried beans, but yeah, that's one of our favorites. Maybe I'll do a little video of that, and we'll put it on for uh, I don't know, either show a picture on Thursday or do a special little Saturday. Because sometimes I like to do cooking videos, and I have before. I've uploaded them on Saturdays, and it's usually not me talking. It's just pictures with captions and music behind it, and you just get to see what I'm making. But anywho, thanks for coming by. Hope you have a good rest of your week. Those of you who are in the hurricane area, stay safe. Wish you well, and see you back here on Thursday. If you cross your fingers and have high hopes, we'll be back here on Thursday for Book Talk Thursday. Thanks. Pretty cool. Pretty cool. Need a haircut. I'm getting a haircut. Mm-hmm. Got our expensive glasses on today. Can you hear me? Yep. Okay. I mean, I can hear me. Can you hear me? Probably. Okay. Coffee ready. Iced coffee. And, oh, I could show and tell that coffee. Yeah. Um, it's gonna be a hottie. Well, not too hot. It's only 100. I mean, I'm just getting sick of it. It's already sweaty. Although it could be partially I washed my hair. My face is wet. Um, think about it. We got a reading update and picked up books from the library. And this is going to be a short reading update. And mhm, I can't think of anything else right now. Did go to the library. Yeah, library. Library book sale. Then went to Goodwill. Can't stop messing with my hair. Stop it. Stop it. I was talking to myself. We're having a departmental meeting in my head. Mm-hmm. Okay. I think we're ready to go.